Hallgrimsson trick way. Ah boy, Hallgrimsson trick way. Here we go on. Now, let me make this clear first of all. You see, all of them people, all the persons that will keep on coming in the comment section, I can't talk about hurry up and get to the point, me and monologue too much and all that type of something there. One, this is YouTube. This is a YouTube video, not a YouTube reel. Or YouTube story. Or YouTube short. No, this is also not an Instagram reel where you come, get the dopamine high, and scroll to the next video. This is not it. You're here for a discussion. That's what you're here for. So don't come feel like say, we just talk. No. There's build up to every story. And you have to understand that. Yeah, so make that clear. See, I always find some people in the comment section because IMG, get to the point. You are going. Fast forward the video. Fast forward the video. Hallgrimsson trick people. Big time. Big time. Now, I know say I go find people in the comment section and say, boy, we trick with 12, JFF never go on good, Jamaica no deserve nothing good. Now then kind of something there. But I want you to just take a moment, sit back, and use the brain where you have. Use the brain where you have. Me I beg you, use the brain you have. Sit back, use the brain up. I'm going to read something to you. I'm going to read something to you, and I want you to listen keenly and understand what I'm reading to you guys. And the importance of what I'm going to read to you is for just to open and broaden your horizon on what is happening and what took place regarding him here, Hallgrimsson. I'm 100% sure, just the other day I posted a video surrounding Hallgrimsson. He was asked 2 questions by Kerry James. One, what was the issue and what was the reason why he chose to leave at this present moment? And was there any particular issue with him and the JFF? Now, I understand that he is a professional. He's going to be professional. So, in that particular part, he did say that there is actually no issue. And he feels as if it's time for him to move. And everything is okay. And he might talk about why it's the perfect time for him to leave. No. And I'm saying to myself, if there's no issue between you and the JFF, everything is okay. He also said in the same interview that there's some good crop of players here and the possibility of reaching to the World Cup is very, very high. And I'm saying there's also an opportunity for you to further your legacy in qualifying the next team as next small nation to the World Cup. So if it's a lucrative job, why are you leaving? Why are you leaving? You have a good bunch of players. Why are you leaving a good bunch of players? You have no money. Yeah, you don't really have any serious issues with the JFF. So what? So what's then? Now, I was told that Hallgrimsson moved out of his space, his house in Ochi, from January. Then you saw add up. From January. Why would he move back to Iceland from January? The average fan I go say, I'm tired of foolishness. And you ask yourself a question. Tired of foolishness. Since Hallgrimsson has been in the job, there haven't been any significant amount of things happening, you know. If I'm being honest, you know, there's not a lot of significance regarding things happening since Hallgrimsson stepped in. I do remember that there's issues with the Reggae girls, but that is totally separate from the Reggae Boyz. And I would really implore you to think back on all the issues and list it. All the issues, the major issues that would have occurred with Hallgrimsson. And I'm not talking about nothing recent. Because if he moved out January, I tell you all of this for a reason. If he moved out January, so let's say him consider for making the move from January. Let's think back from January back. What are the issues from January to until when he just come into the work? What are those issues? You have some people who will come in the comment section. Before you come cuss, list those issues for me, please. So we can say, all right, we can work through them. Good. Good. Now, let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm going to read something to you guys right now. The director of football of Ireland. This is what he said. Hallgrimsson became Ireland's #1 target at the start of 2024. January. This is the same January that Hallgrimsson packed up his things and left Jamaica and went back to Iceland. Is that coincidental? Think. Is that coincidental, people? Is that coincidental? Let's continue. We are thrilled to announce Emir as our new head coach. Earlier this year, we identified Emir as our #1 candidate whose capabilities and experience align with our criteria. Now, Mrs. Opa people, you know, say I got some Jamaicans. Well, the outer pocket said it's normal when you're in a job and a new job pop up, or you search because you don't like the job where you're in, and you search, and when a new job pop up, you take a little time until you move on. That's what that me hear some people are say. That me hear some people are say it's normal. Now, what does that say about his character though? What does it say about his character? You're in a job, having a commitment. You are committed here. And during that same time period, you're out searching. And they say it's okay to uplift yourself. Nothing at all wrong with it. It's just as any normal job. But I want you to look into this now, people. If the Ireland Federation made Hallgrimsson their #1 candidate in January, it must have meant that Hallgrimsson would have already given them a green light. He said, I am good to go. But, for him to give them that green light in January, it must have meant that he was courted before January. So this thing that's happening right now, it must have been in the pipeline, let's say maybe November, October. Because, no, my apologies, from November. Because the Ireland FA, they part ways with Kenny. I think it's John Kenny, previous coach. Is John Kenny? The previous coach, they part ways with him in November. In November. And then a few months later, November, December, January, within 2 months, Hallgrimsson became their #1 candidate. Now, this is saying that Hallgrimsson, whilst at the helm of the Reggae Boyz, would have given Ireland the green light that, yes, I am ready to make the move. But let's see how, just saying, but, I will see how the Reggae Boyz or the JFF or the Jamaica job is going during that time period. So during that time period, Ireland consistently making John O'Shea interim over and over, consistently announcing John O'Shea that he'll be interim, continue. So they were waiting on Hallgrimsson's answer. During that time period, they were waiting on Hallgrimsson. Now, since January until now, Hallgrimsson's the complaints start to fall in. The issues start to come in. The issues start to rise now. Hallgrimsson starts to get a bit flustered about certain things. Every little thing starts to become a bother. Now, I'm not saying that the JFF is perfect. But one, I would really, really want you guys to list me a federation that has no issue. Put that in the comment section. List me a federation in the comment section that has no issues. And I'm telling you, the Ireland Federation, they just part ways with a coach who spent 1 year with them. 1 year. If there was no issue at that federation, why did he leave? Every federation has issues. Now, let's say more money come in and play, a better environment, more professional environment. That's what the quote-unquote the supporters would say. So people are going to say, nothing is wrong with making a move, going to a better environment or a more professional environment. Quite interesting. For a coach who is heavily paid in Jamaica, who got one of the coaches in Jamaica who get them. I've never known any other coach Jamaica who have gotten the amount of resources that Hallgrimsson's demand. He gets it all. But you know what? The perfect opportunity to leave was on the back end of the Copa America. The question now is, if you did well in the Copa America, would he have left? Hallgrimsson now starting to demand monetary gains. I'm like, so what? Remember people, they said that he traveled to Europe to do scouting and he's not being reimbursed for that. And apparently, those scouting travels seems to be no. He was the one being scouted. He traveled to Ireland to have contract discussions and negotiations. So apparently JFF should have paid him to go and negotiate a new contract with Ireland. Now, I was also told, according to reports, that Hallgrimsson did also try to renegotiate his contract. And let me tell you, people, he's well paid. People, I tell you, he's well paid. Upwards of $500,000 US a year. Upwards of $500,000 US a year. Go and check that out. I'm not going to get the exact figure. Go and check that out and you'll see how much he's working monthly. And in Iceland, I think it's $1 1 cent or something like that compared to Jamaica. I don't remember. Think of something like in that region there. Think of something in that region. But he's well paid, people. He's well paid. He's well paid. So is money really the problem? Apparently money seems to be the problem. According to also reports, Hallgrimsson wanted a piece of. So if the Reggae Boyz did advance to the second round of the Copa America, they would have gotten also compensation for that. Apparently Hallgrimsson also wanted some of that. So Hallgrimsson was also what was most definitely on a monetary job. Nothing is wrong with that. He's working. But you signed a contract and you operate within the means of a contract. So this move that we're seeing right here is a monetary move. Now, I have to say that it's quite an interesting one. Most persons said nothing is wrong with that. I mean, if he's going to going to work for more money or find a better job to get more money. But you also have to remember, people, in the world that we live in, we have commitment. Everyone has commitment. One, if 2026, it won't be a case in which Hallgrimsson will be unemployed after even if in Jamaica can make it to the World Cup under him, and JFF decide to fire him. There's no evidence that he won't get a next job, or another higher profile. Ireland could be still available by then, and other countries close in Europe could be available as well. But people, in life we have commitment. I have to learn that when you get commitment, you have to stick with it. You can't, nothing is wrong with it. You know, in case in which you don't want work, you're committed to that work, and during the same time, you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But this move in particular is strictly a monetary move. So Hallgrimsson, play upon the fans' emotion just a little bit. Quite good at that. Think that is now a regular thing because Jamaican fans, we are overly emotional. And I'm a part of that as well. I'm not disregarding myself. I'm a part of that. And now would have seen the end of a little tenure where Hallgrimsson would have served as head coach. It's just 2 years, people. Just 2 years. He has 2 more years to go. Just 2 years. And within 1.5 of those 2 years, he was already looking at a different job. So his legacy with the Reggae Boyz team, I think depends on how people feel about it. Depends on how people know about it. I think that's how they're gonna view it. But it's an interesting one, I have to say, quite an interesting one. But I tell the people, not a good look. It was all about the money. It was all about the money. It was all about the money. And as most of Jamaican fans have said, nothing wrong with that. Nyama food. Now that's how we view things, right? That's how we view things. No morals. Just nyama food mentality. Anyways, I have no more to say on it, but Hallgrimsson finally decided to part ways from January. Already I give Ireland FA his go ahead that, I'm good during the same time period. So you have to say, boy, you can't even ask the question, did he actually throw the Copa America to fasten or to hasten his appointment or his resignation? and use that as the cushion board. And then now fasting is reappointment with his appointment with the Ireland FA. We don't know, but it leaves those doors, leave those questions, leave all of those questions to be asked. Anyways, people, big up on yourself, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Hopefully you guys are doing good, and I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV. Go in the comment section, tell us what you think, people. Tell me if I get tricked. Now I mean, MG Sports TV, people, we're out. God bless. Boom. And I mean, yo.